I saw this movie a long time ago. I want to talk about it, but we know the biggest thing that everyone on the channel wants to click on more than anything is our Disney villains stuff, and we thought, hey, let's just build it up for a bit. But now, I think there's enough time. I want to talk about this movie. This is an amazing movie. Highly recommend it. When I first saw this, I was speechless. It is good. I wanted to talk about it, but we know you all prefer the Disney villains stuff, so we held it on the back burner, and I start to notice that everyone else was talking about it, and it deserves to be. But the more I want to talk about it, I noticed something very interesting, and as much as everyone praises the ridiculousness of this movie, that is just pure awesome, there is something more in it, and that is creative writing. Let me show you. Go! Okay. What do I mean? Before I go any further, there's something I need to mention about RRR. This is the first movie of its kind I said this. I don't want to spoil the beginning.
Really?
And I don't want to. Any of you who haven't seen RRR, when I put my hands up in the pause position, please hit pause, go to Netflix, turn it on, and watch the first 30 minutes so you can see what the hell am I talking about. And when you're done, come back on. Okay? Okay. So, ridiculous, right? There's something more there. To tell you what's more, we have to go play by play.
Ever want some of this? Come and get it.
So, right, let's do this. The character introduction of Fire, who's known as, in the movie, Ram. I hope I'm saying your name right. And our character introduction happens. One man who doesn't flinch, one man who still stands, one man who looks like he can tear you a new one. Intrigued, who is this man? And this scene goes a step further with a man in a red turban and a red shirt throwing a rock. Why is that red important? He stands out of the crowd. He is one and very easily spotted. We all can see him. We all can easily follow him. And as we see him, so does this higher officer. And he does, I think, one of the best line deliveries in a film. He goes from wrathful to realizing it is the dumbest thing I've ever said.
Ah! Arrest that bastard!
And what does the character Ram do? Okay, boss. James Cameron is looking at this movie in envy right now. He's going, I directed, I created the original Terminator movies, Aliens. You just in a few seconds did this. Hold my beer. The director of this movie, you already won. But you go a step further. How can one man go against an entire mob? The ridiculousness of it, the impossibility of it. I need a drink because it's just too cool. Trying to capture one man, and it seems impossible, and you can see it's impossible. The crowd comes in, pins him down, and yet those words, get that bastard, he unlocks. He breaks out of the mob pile itself and takes it a step further. You start to realize it's possible. And that guy, the red turban, the red shirt guy, he knows it. And he realizes, crap, I'm stuck. and he's gonna get me. And this character, Ram, figures out how to get through to this red guy who's in terror, even though there's hundreds of people between the two of you. He is scared. You find your way. I need another drink. It's just too amazing. He climbs up a hill in the coolest way possible, meets a group of people, and uses them to get down and to capture the guy. He achieves it. He takes him, grabs him, and beats his way through hundreds of people, keeping that guy in check to get to the door. You think it's blocked. He can't do it. He still does it with fire. Oh my gosh. Amazing. And he makes the mob flinch. You saw one man made hundreds cower in fear with a step. Boom! Right? That is amazing. And a little further on in this character introduction, we see this award ceremony. And in the award ceremony, we see this emotionless robot that makes James Cameron's T-1000 of Judgment Day say this. Oh, here's your beer. I'm holding it. Being denied the award, that glare at the British Parliament building, I think that's what it is, to letting his vulnerability happen by beating up the punching bag to the point that it is busted. This whole time, you did not know his name. That whole time, he says nothing. That whole time, we have no idea. We have no idea. That is absolute show, don't tell. All we see is this: the actor, the director, the writers, the cameraman, the visual effects people. This perfect marriage of these groups created the greatest show don't tell I've ever seen. They got us hooked immediately. We were curious. We were dumbfounded. We were so hyped on endorphins, enjoying what we're seeing, that if you watch it enough, you start to realize this whole time I don't know who he is. I know what he wants. He wanted that promotion. He has this mask, if you will. When he has that suit on, he is emotionless. But when it's off and when he's absolutely vulnerable for the first time, we see that he is mad.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
But interestingly enough, when we are introduced to him the first time, we see the British flag behind him. He's for the Brits, right? He's been yelled traitor throughout that whole mob. But at the ending of the awards ceremony, he glares at that building. Whose side are you on? It's mystery, curiosity, this presentation of how to introduce a character. We've bonded, we connected, we were amazed, and we still don't know his name. That is show, don't tell, at its best. RRR, salute to you. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. That is one of the greatest character introductions of all time. Movie, can you do any more? Hold my beer. Bheem's introduction. Water. His character introduction begins with the Indian representative of the villages to the British secretary. I think that's what he is. This representative talks about what this means to the village and makes shepherds look boss.
दिलो जान से उनकी हिफाजत करता है। मुझे गलत मत समझिए, मैं सिर्फ उसके बारे में बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। ये आदमी किसी भी हद तक जा सकता है और कुछ भी कर सकता है। इस लड़की के खातिर पर्वत, जंगल, शहर, पहाड़, नदी, खाई, वो हर जगह ढूंढ कर रहेगा। और चाहे वो मेमना शेर के मुंह में ही क्यों ना हुआ, जरूरत पड़ी तो उस शेर का जबड़ा तोड़कर भी उस मेमने को बचा कर रहेगा। सुनने में आया है कि अब ये शिकार करने दिल्ली पहुंच चुका है।
Okay, you talk the talk, can you walk the walk? And through that, they show us Bheem. Water. From the reflection to that camera turn to then seeing him himself. And he looks like he can tear me apart. He looks like he can bench press me. Okay, and you pour blood on your scalp, and I see you're trying to capture a wolf. Okay, I'm interested to see this fight, but you notice the paw print and the signs. You're gonna deal with the tiger. And he does. He avoids a tiger's attack, takes it on, and spears it with a dead log, to then, running game again, he makes it, captures the tiger, and once you think the tiger is secure, the anchor of the trap is not working. Without hesitation, he takes it and tries to keep the tiger locked, to the point where he is using every fiber of his body to hold a tiger intact, and he's too much that the ropes can't handle him. They rip apart, and it's now man versus tiger, and man wins. Tiger claws, the threat of tiger teeth, the mass of a tiger's strength, and he takes it on, and with a small help from his friends, from lifting the net and giving him the urn, the tiger is subdued and he wins. Man vs. tiger. That happened. I need a drink. This movie, you're giving me images I never thought I wanted. And I am happy for it. It's creative writing. This part of the introduction is tell and show. That, remember, way back when we had that Indian representative talking to the British secretary, whatever, and that mention of saving the lamb from the tiger's mouth itself. Who is this man? Is it possible? That is tall talk. And yet they show you it's more than talk. They'll show you how level up boss this guy is. He just said, hold my beer, to Arnold Schwarzenegger of the Terminator movies. Am I saying too much? Watch this movie. But heck, what we just saw right now. This promise of a man who can save a lamb from a tiger is fulfilled. He is not like that Ram guy. There's no uniform on him. And throughout this fight, we see him shock, we see him fear, we see him unlock that he is still nuts. And we show that he is vulnerable. We are intrigued. We are curious. We want to know more. They told and showed. They said, we have a promise and we will fulfill it. Nay, more than that. We will show you how to do this character, how vulnerability, and they show you a man who's fully exposed with all of his weaknesses out there is still a registered weapon and a feat unlike anything else. They told us that and showed us that. That is really well done. That is good writing. Isn't that amazing? Even of the ridiculousness that we just saw, there is creativity. It's not pointless or reckless. No, it is intricate, put together. The director, the writers, the visual effects artists, the stunt work, the well put together lighting of it all. It's a perfect marriage again. These guys have shown us and told us and gave us promises and fulfilled them. This is amazing. This is good. Okay, director, I am not going to pronounce your name because I know I will ruin it. But I need to know, what else have you done? I got to know. RRR is amazing. As silly as it is, there is great writing involved. And there's other scenes I can go into, but I need to know. What else have you done? I need to know. And let's see here. I don't know if I can pronounce that. There's some clips right here. Let me see. I so need to talk about this movie. This duology, you're on my target list. I can't wait to go in. Until that time comes, it's the Bullfrog by himself signing out. Whoa. I can take it so much that the mic thing came off. Hold my beer.